It is Thursday, everyone. I'm Andrew Dowd. It is time for the Happening in the Hamptons podcast, our weekly breakdown of the Hamptons market, new listings, and events on the East End. We are sponsored by New York Title Abstract, the Hamptons' leading title insurance firm. Visit newyorktitle.com. We are joined, as always, by Steve Glick, Dave Rotiner, and today, this is first-time guests, I believe. Welcome in Lori Lambert and Steven Zellman. Am I saying that correctly?
You are saying it
perfect. New to Saunders, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Saunders. Welcome to the podcast. This is great. So tell us a little bit about how things have been since making the move.
Well, first of all, we're happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us to this. I've been listening to it for a long time, so it's nice to be on the other side of the mic.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, we're like over 200 episodes, like well over 200 episodes in. We've been doing this for a while.
What number are we?
What number are we at?
That's a good question. So this is episode number 231.
Wow.
Okay, we had lottery.
We'll play those numbers.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
231.
So what's happening?
So we're really happy to be here. I mean, it was a transition we made at the top of the month of July, and it has been a glorious ride so far. We love everybody here. The presence that Saunders has in the Hamptons is unsurpassed. We're also really, really impressed with the way that you guys are so involved in the community. It's really good to be part of a local team that actually gets it and understands what it takes to really attract Hamptons buyers and sellers in a way that's really personal, and it's not corporate, but it's really professional, and the team here is extraordinary. We are thrilled to be here.
That's so well said, and we didn't even
What a nice
we didn't
thing
even
to
get her
say.
to say. I wasn't.
Yeah, what a nice thing
We
to
didn't
say.
tear up on that. That was great. So thank you. And you guys have a couple listings already.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
do. Yeah.
So let's talk about that. What do we have on market? I guess we have one coming to market. We'll get to that. But what do we have currently available for
We
folks?
have 10 Wagon Lane in East Hampton and
Okay.
16 Hollyoak in East Hampton.
And 10 Wagon Lane. Let me see if I can pull this up.
We'll
Tell
talk
us
about those
that.
listings. I know
Yeah.
you guys, before you even put these listings onto the market, there's a lot of work that goes into that, right?
Yep,
There's a lot of
absolutely.
research.
No doubt.
You're touring the home. Talk about the process before you put the listing live on the market.
So first of all, obviously we meet with the homeowner to determine what their ambition is. But before we go in, we usually do quite a bit of research, doing comparisons, comps actually.
Yep.
Steven's really good at that, and you are.
Thank you.
Actually.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you know, everyone thinks that doing a comp is just taking a house that's 5 bedrooms in the same neighborhood and comparing it to another house in the same neighborhood. It's not, right?
Yep.
There's so many
Variables that go into it.
variables, details, little things that can potentially make or break how you price a house. And, you know, and also, you know, deciding how you're going to market it. I always say to homeowners, you know, we can do all the marketing in the world. The number one marketing tool is the price of the house.
Yes.
And
Yep.
Agreed.
and also the way that we present it to the marketplace. So, you know, frequently we walk into a house and we see that it's just a mess, and
Clutter everywhere.
clutter or things that need to be fixed, or, you know, just bad style, things that would just turn people off when they first walk in the house. So what I usually like to do is I tell them in the beginning, listen, you might think I'm mean, but we're going to get your house sold. If that's the objective, I want you to trust us.
Yep.
And so, you know, we ask them to remove as much clutter as possible, but also things that you might not think about. Like I say to people, go to Home Goods and buy white sheets. You know, there's ugly sheets all over these beds with purple and pink and green. You want somebody to be able to walk into a house and envision their life there, right?
Exactly.
And there's nothing like a blank slate that does that,
Yes.
Yep.
right? So there's that, and occasionally, you know, I will actually go in and change sheets with the seller and
Nice.
you know, move things around. It's not just about getting a good photo shoot, but it's about making the house feel warm and lived in without having it have too much personal effects around.
You talk about the photography. That's a really important factor because these photos don't just live on Saunders.com. They go everywhere.
They go everywhere.
Once you put it online, those photos are in thousands of places. That's the first thing people see.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get someone to call and make an appointment. So you're really particular on the photography, and certainly with 10 Wagon, I know we photographed that a couple times. We wanted to get it right. Then we even have like evening shots on there to really set the mood.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's like all different types of angles and different types of day to really capture the true essence of the property. And you really take a lot of attention and detail into the photography.
I do.
And it
Where does that
shows.
come from? Does that come from your back? You have a
Yeah.
background in marketing, right?
I have a back. Well, my first
It's
job.
very noticeable, Lori. We see you a lot back here in
Thank
marketing.
you.
What's your slogan? Lighting?
Thank you.
What's your slogan?
Oh, timing and lighting.
Timing and lighting.
Timing and lighting. Well, I was in music. I was in the music business for many years. Before that, I was an album cover designer, and when I was in the music industry, I ran marketing departments for Sony and Universal for many years. And
Wow.
what's involved in that is really getting a product out to market in a way
That's
that
appealing, yeah.
each project has to be dealt with differently. It's not the same. You know, you don't market one artist the same way you market another any more than you market one house the same way as you market another. Each thing has to have its own sort of personality.
Yeah.
And you know, it's about finding the DNA of the house and finding
Yep.
a buyer who has that same. It's about matchmaking, really.
And it really showed. The response last week was
Yeah.
overwhelming. We had over 24 people go through the house.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Offer an acceptance on the first day.
And 2 backups. Actually,
two
could be
backups.
more backups, but I'm holding them off right now.
Wow.
So that was at 10 Wagon Lane. It was
In the,
amazing.
you know, in the case of that, yes, the photography was a labor of love on my part for sure. But the house really is spectacular. I mean, it really. You were there, Steve.
Yeah.
You know, it sells
I love
itself.
it. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's on like that one level, it has the design elements, everything from the bathrooms to even the furniture to the lighting. Everything was chosen
Every detail.
with precise and particular for the space, and it flowed really well. It felt like this gigantic home, which it is pretty large. It was
4,300.
4,300 square feet, a 5-bedroom home, and you guys priced it right at 4.595.
Right.
And obviously, you just mentioned you're getting offers over
Yes.
over the asking price.
Yes. I mean,
and
the
that's always a
goal-
good thing to say.
The goal was to sell it, you know,
Yeah.
and what we're finding out here in this market, and I'm sure a lot of other agents have said this previously on this podcast, is if it's priced right, it will sell. It's very simple, you know. It just you can't get greedy, and at the same time, you know, you have to keep the homeowner comfortable with that number. You know, they may think it's worth more, but the reality is, you have to really, you know, say, do you want to sell this? Because if you want to sell it, trust us.
Yeah.
You know,
And
they
get
did.
ready. And get ready, because as soon as we hit the button, you're going to get the calls, the
Correct.
showings. Make sure that you're taking a couple days out of the house, because we're going to be doing a lot of open
Bye-bye.
houses and showings. Yeah. Goodbye, leave. And it's good for the agents too, you guys, to be in town. So many times, some agents, they launch a listing and then they go away. It's
Yeah,
like, that's
no.
crazy.
That's
You got to
not
be,
us.
you
That's
got to
not
be
us.
here, right? You got to
We're
make
here.
sure when you launch it, you're in town. The homeowners know that they have no plans to be in the house for the weekend, because if it's priced right, you're going to get a lot of activity, which you did.
And we want everybody to be happy. You know, you don't really want to have any kind of contentious relationship with the seller. You want them to really understand what you're doing and keep them at your side. You know, it's like I said to the seller in this particular case, I said, we are Team Wagon Lane. You know, we're going to get this sold.
Absolutely.
And we're at each other's side. And we're there 24/7, crazy questions, freak out, panic attacks, you know, whatever. Part of this job is also being a bit of a, you know, a shrink, you know.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Psychologists. Yeah, we hear that a lot.
That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. and hopefully they're going to walk away with the number that they wanted, and we're going to have a
course.
fantastic relationship. And please God, they're going to tell all their friends to
Yeah.
you know, use us, because we get a lot of referrals. I think Stephen and I have built our business. Most of the people we've either sold homes for or to have become personal friends of ours. It's really it's a proud moment for me, because you know, I like having those relationships. It's what it's all about.
You know what I really like about you guys is your honesty. It sounds like you're brutally honest with some things. Like some,
We
I
are.
can,
Yeah,
I can
I'm brutally
easily
honest with you, Dave.
But it's true.
I can, yeah. I always know when something's not tucked in or something. You know.
You know, all you have is your reputation.
Sorry, not sorry.
But you know, it's really nice because it's like it comes from a place of wanting that person to succeed,
we care.
wanting to help that person.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not coming from a place of bullying that person and, you know, oh, I don't like it because I don't like it. You know what I
No.
mean? You know, that bedroom is not going to help you sell that house. No offense.
No
you got to
offense.
change these sheets.
Yeah,
Get them out of here.
but-
And a lot of agents don't do that. They don't have the guts to do that. And
No,
you
we
just
do.
have an honesty that is really appealing, really valuable in a marketplace like
Thank
this.
you, Dave.
And they're certainly happy once that price comes in, and they're like, you know, first
Oh, yeah.
day, multiple offers. Well, gosh,
you know, that doesn't
Because
happen.
this is
Honestly,
a
that doesn't
high
happen
price
every
listing.
time.
This isn't like a giveaway listing. What you guys
Right.
did, you're presenting this listing right. You know what I mean?
And I tortured Steve Glick in the process, which was
It's fine. You guys also have another listing, 10 Holly Oak Avenue. 16, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Jeez, I'm looking at it. 16 Holly Oak Avenue, East Hampton. Tell us about this one. It says turnkey elegance, all new everything.
yes. So this is a house in the Springs. It is 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. The woman who owns it did a fabulous job renovating it from top to bottom.
Yep.
She bought it with her parents, and they did everything right. It's all nice and white and clean and
It's
move-in
completely
ready. Turnkey.
Room for a pool.
Room for a pool, nice little spot there, and we think that one's going to go fast. The house has beautiful light and some really nice sized rooms, and she checked every box. Kitchen's brand new, the bathrooms are brand new, the floors are brand new. It's
That's nice.
lovely.
It's a clean palette. It looks like you
Yeah.
could just come right in and put your
It's a
own
blank slate.
Yeah.
finishing touches on it and make it your own home.
yeah,
Look at
we
that
priced that.
backyard.
We priced that at 1.5. I think it should go quickly.
1,495.
1,495.
You got better.
Should
No
go
problem.
quickly.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So that's great insight. 2 fantastic listings, and congratulations on
Very
a, on a
different,
great
very
start.
different listings. It's like top of the, one's middle of the market, one's lower price point. But Stephen and I, we're happy doing any price point. We can make it work.
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
a matter of getting again, marketing, pricing it right.
All right, to that point, that's a great transition. We're talking price points,
Data.
overall market. I always like to look for like a good transition
Nice
to the
one.
next thing. So here we go. What do we got?
All right. 26 listings went into contract this past week from West Hampton to Montauk. Last year, there were 30 listings. That's a decrease of just 13%. But 2 years ago, there were 18 listings. So an increase there of 44%. The breakdown of the 26 transactions this week, there was 1 between 15 and 20 million, 4 between 5 and 10 million, 7 between 3 and 5 million, 5 between 2 and 3 million, and 9 between 1 and 2 million. Dollar volume was $106 million. Last year was $120 million. So that's a decrease of 12%. 2 years ago, the dollar volume was only $52 million. So we're looking at an increase there of 104%. But there were 47 new listings that came onto the market. 47, so it's a really big
Is that the
number.
highest we've ever seen?
I saw 53 a couple weeks ago, but
Oh, we did?
47 is coming in as a close second for new listings in 1 week. So that increases the inventory by 21 listings, and the breakdown of the 47 new listings: 2 between 15 and 20 million, 1 between 10 and 15 million, 9 between 5 and 10 million, 12 between 3 and 5 million, 5 between 2 and 3 million, 15 between 1 and 2 million, and just 3 under $1 million. The inventory is at 2,057 total listings, with about 1,558 active and 499 in contract. So a continuous flow of listings going into contract. 26 is pretty normal, but 47 new listings coming on. That's
good for everybody.
That's good. Yeah, this is a good balance. I think this is healthy. It's good to see new inventory, and it's good to see that there's still activity happening and listings going into contract. So we're in it. This is we're coming towards the end of September. We're still in the selling season as we coming into October.
That month went quick. By the way.
September flew by.
Ridiculous.
Flew by.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean,
It's unbelievable.
summer always is like here and gone, but September, I always love September. It's a great month out here.
We're
but-
rounding out
October's
the third
great. I like
quarter. So
October.
like October 1st starts the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the last
Here
leg
we
of the
go.
year.
This
I
is
know.
my favorite time of year. I like October, November, December. I love those months. And then I dislike January, February, March.
I think you're in a very popular group with that assessment. So what are we doing this week? I mean,
So
it's,
tell us why you love those months with all the
Why
great
do I
events.
love those months? Well, mainly it's the weather. It's a lot easier to fall asleep in this weather. But let's talk about a passion of yours and yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the 2025 Dog Walk Stroll to the Sea, which is run by ARF. You want to tell me about that? I got it right in front
Thrilled
of me
to tell
here.
you about it. So we've been participating in the ARF Walk for 26 years now.
Wow.
Basically, ARF is the premier animal, not just dogs, cats, animal shelter out here in the Hamptons. It's a beautiful facility, and it's supported by generous people who participate in events like the Dog Walk, which is, I think it's probably the premier event of the year for them outside of their big gala. It's for everybody, and it takes place on October 11th this year, and it's thousands of
Really?
dogs.
Thousands of people show up.
You-
You
Including-
have to look at the video. I'll send you the
Really?
video
You
because
might
it's
go.
Including our two.
our two
Nice.
dogs. Hopefully, we like to think of them as the leaders of the pack. But hundreds and realistically, probably hundreds and hundreds of dogs gather at Mulford Farm, and then they walk from Mulford Farm all the way to Main Beach and back. It's fantastic, and all the beautiful homes along Main Beach put water bowls out and big
nice.
giant
Oh, that's
bowls
great.
of treats for the dogs.
They do.
You sign up, and then you get people to support you, which Stephen and I have done. So you go to ARF, you can find our page. If you want to make a donation, we would love it. But ARF is a really incredible facility, and we're happy to be involved. We're actually on the board of the walk this year. So
There really is nothing bad about ARF. I
No.
mean, it's just such a pure, good
it's all love. It's all love.
thing for East Hampton
And
and
they
the
have,
community.
they have hot, fresh Dresdner's donuts,
Oh, they do?
At the walk.
Okay.
Yeah, they have.
which I consume multiple.
Well, I got a cat from there. I got a cat from ARF.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
adopt my
You have a
dog, though.
cat?
I have a cat. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I have a cat and a
What's
dog.
the cat?
Yeah,
What's
there
the
you go.
cat's name?
Timosha.
that's nice.
It's like a
That's great.
So our
I don't know why I
dogs.
asked, but I had no idea.
Known you for like 9
the
years. I
only
didn't know you
other
had a cat.
boy in my household. It's the only other guy in my household. All right, so this weekend, what else is going on this weekend? So, Steve, I know you've heard of this author. I know you're a big reader. David
to me.
Sedaris.
That one I don't know.
So, if you are in the book world, I mean, I have a real memory of being in college in Northeastern, and there were all these people on elliptical machines reading David Sedaris books. He's a really, really funny author. Really, really funny.
Sort of a satirist, right?
Yeah, it's like essays.
Yeah.
And it's like a book of essays, but they're all like hilarious.
Yeah.
So he's going to be at the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center September 27th from 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. You can get tickets just by going to their website, or you could just go to hamptons.com and get it there. That's a great thing to go to. You should go to that. Or if you want to do something that's free, September 25th to the 28th, pretty much running all day in Sag Harbor, is the Sag Harbor American Music Festival. And this is in its 15th year. They will take over different venues in Sag Harbor, like Marine Park or Kid Squid or
It's fun.
K Pasa. And
Yeah.
There's just live music going.
It's great.
And it's like some local musicians, but some musicians come all the way from out of town, from the city or whatever to
And it's going to be a
perform.
gorgeous weekend. So
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
so another reason to go to Sag Harbor. Not that that's just the best town.
I love
it's
Sag
the best.
Harbor.
There's always something to do. There's always something going on over there.
It's
in
the
Sag
most,
Harbor.
I have to
It's,
say, in terms of a year-round community,
Yeah, there's always
it's number
something
one,
going on.
right?
There's
Yeah.
always something going on.
Yeah.
And then if you got kids, I recommend you go to. Dowd, you might want to go to this
Go on.
Big Truck Day.
Ooh,
Heck yeah.
You
I
might-
got a big truck.
Yeah, you might want to go without.
Where are
you
we
might-
going?
You might. I could visualize you just showing up yourself.
Yeah.
Just to look at the big trucks.
What do we do?
So it's Big Truck Day
Okay.
at the Children's Museum of the East End. They're hosting their, I'm going to say again, their annual Big Truck Day on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And tickets are $5 for members, $25 for non-members. And basically you just go there and they have, a lot of big trucks, which include, bobcats and cranes and,
Listen, I don't care how old you are.
yeah.
That's cool.
Go look at a dump truck.
Yeah,
Maybe they got
right?
a dump truck.
Sure.
keep
No,
on trucking.
I don't think they have a dump truck there. But if you shut up, with
Let-
your,
You never know.
If you shut up with your truck, people will be like, "Wow,
Wow,
look at your
pickup.
truck." Yeah,
I've
look
never
at that
seen that
pickup
out
truck.
east.
That would be a big event. I could see that the pickup truck day in the Hamptons. Oof, there's a lot of pickup trucks out here.
Here's the problem. Last time I was at CME, I walked away with a dog.
Yes.
So
So if you went
yeah.
there, you might walk away with one of those.
They're
That's
not
not
like-
a problem.
There's not
with,
like
with
a,
like a giant excavator.
Yeah.
No, I bought an excavator. So then we like to ask our guests. So Lori,
Yes.
and I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite restaurant out here to go to? The first
Could be
thing
right
that-
now. It
Nick
doesn't
and
have to be
Tony.
like-
that
I
comes
love
to
Nick
mind.
and Tony. Stephen
Okay.
and I argue about this all the time. He
Nick
has
and
his
Tony.
favorites. I
He's
have
like
mine.
shaking his head, like, "Oh, I don't know about that one."
Well, because the food is Stephen's pretty much a basic eater.
The French dip at the East Hampton Grill can't be beat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the East Hampton Grill.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
East
I'm
Hampton
happy,
Grill's
and I
incredible.
this year we kind of started going to the highway a lot, which was they were really
Really?
good, really
No, I
really
haven't
great
thought about
Caesar
that in a
salad,
while.
really great Caesar salad. Yeah,
It's 2 minutes from our house.
yeah, it's right around the corner.
That's a great
Nice.
restaurant.
Yeah, we like it a lot, and Stephen likes the grill, and then what else do we go? We go. I don't know. We go everywhere, but
That's good. Nick and
my
Tony's, the
kitchen,
grill
my
on the
kitchen is
highway,
my
that's a good
favorite
list.
restaurant. Basically,
I hear you on that.
I like to
I like
cook.
cooking Sag Harbor.
Yeah.
I like to cook. Oh yeah, we like Il Cappuccino in the wintertime. It's a great restaurant in the winter. Yeah, it's
That's the
just
best.
killer.
The garlic
Yeah,
knots.
delish.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
you got to get on the treadmill right afterwards. It's
You
like-
are on your treadmill in your office.
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
true. That's true.
We
Very
need to do
good.
a social media post about that.
About
Like everybody's got
about the
treadmills
office
now.
treadmill?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
It is funny.
One more restaurant I want to talk about really fast. A lot of people don't know about. Excuse me, the tavern downstairs under 1770 House.
Oh yes,
Best
You get a
burger,
down there.
period.
Oh, yeah.
Last week it was
Best.
amazing.
It was so good. It's such a vibe too.
Yeah.
It's such a vibe down there. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's like being in a European pub or something.
And
like
the
that, you
low
know.
ceilings,
Yeah,
the whole
it's
thing
so
is
cool.
just cozy and fireplace. It's like
Oh, wow,
for this
yeah,
time
these
of
are
year,
good
that's
ones.
the that's,
yeah.
that's
Normally
the
we
jam.
get kind of the same answer. Every
These are
time.
different.
Yeah, these
We
are
like
great.
different.
Good.
Oh, good. They
That's
got
what you got?
style.
Anything else?
That's well. I'm not going to say it. Do you
That's
want me, what do you want me to say? That's happening.
What's your, no. Your sign off.
What is my sign off?
Well, you got to plug Hamptons.com.
Oh, and you can go to Hamptons.com, the greatest website ever, to look up events.
There you
It
go.
is.
Nice plug. That's perfect. Listen, thank you so much for joining us. That was great.
Thanks.
Congrats on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the hot start with the new firm. This is great. So
We're
welcome.
excited. We love it.
And we will definitely have you on again. Until then, we'll call that a podcast. I'm Andrew Dowd.
Look forward to it.
Yes.
Thanks, Andrew.
That's what's happening in the Hamptons.